Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Prime Mathematics. Today we are going to discuss JEE Advanced 2025 Paper 2 question number 16, right? Here अल्फा हमारे पास दे रखा है इस टाइप का और यहाँ पे tan इनवर्स इंक्लूडेड है। जब भी इस टाइप का फॉर्म आपके पास दिया जाए तो tan इनवर्स का बहरूपिया बनाइए। tan इनवर्स का बहरूपिया कौन होता है? cot इनवर्स, है ना? तो cot इनवर्स बनाने के लिए पुट और वी कैन से लेट, right? Let x as 1 by t. So we get dx as minus 1 by t square dt, right? So the value of the limit will also change because we are now moving according to dt. So alpha and t, right? When alpha is 1 by 2, t is 2. When alpha is 2, t is 1 by 2, right? So now our integral alpha will move from, sorry, actually it is x. So x will convert, right? So our value of alpha will be, it will be integration 2 to 1 by 2, and in replace of x we will put as 1 by t, and here you get 2 by t square minus 3 by t plus 2, right? And dx will be written as minus 1 by t square dt. Now if we calculate this expression, we know that tan inverse 1 by t is nothing but simply cot inverse of t, right? And in the denominator part we get 2 by t square minus 3 by t. So after taking LCM it will be 2 minus 3t plus 2t square, and numerator t square and denominator t square just cancel out, so you get minus 1 times of dt. Now if we take this minus sign outside the integration, right? So outside the integration, and we can change the limit, right? Because we know minus integration a to b dt can be written as integration b to a dt, right? So if we interchange the limits of upper limit and lower limit, it will be 1 by 2 to 2. It will be cot inverse t divided by 2t square minus 3t plus 2 dt, right? And by the property of definite integral, if f of t is a function from a to b, we are defining the definite integral. And if we change the variable, then also there's nothing change in the value of the definite integral. So if we replace the t by x, जब हम t को x से replace करेंगे तो हमें मिलेगा alpha is equals to 1 by 2 to 2 cot inverse x upon 2x square minus 3x plus 2 dx. This is your equation number 2, and this is your equation number first. If we add the two equations, right? Adding equation first and second, what we get? We get alpha plus alpha, means left hand side alpha alpha you will add, it will get 2 alpha. And since the limit 1 by 2 to 2, 1 by 2 to 2 are same, so we can just simply add up, and the denominator is also same if you notice carefully. So it will be nothing but integration 1 by 2 to 2 tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, and in the denominator part we have 2x square minus 3x plus 2 dx, right? And the well-known inverse trigonometric formula, we know that tan inverse plus cot inverse is nothing but simply pi by 2. So pi by 2 can be taken outside the integral. Now we need to just solve this integral value. So 1 upon 2 to 2 dx by 2x square minus 3x plus 2. Now we can see it can be factorized, right? It can be factorized. So after factorization you get as x minus, it will break into minus 4. No, it can't be factorized, I think so. Yeah, it can't be factorized. So you need to use the completing the square method. So it will be first taking the 2 common outside this. So it will be like this, right? Now applying the completing the square method, if we try to divide the coefficient of x by 2, we get 3 by 4. So add the term x minus 3 by 4 whole square and minus 3 by 4 whole square subtracted. This is a trick, you can say. Then after simplification, we get 1 by 2 to 2 dx. 9 by 16 minus 9 by 16, it will be, I think, root 7 by 4 whole square, right? And here it is x minus 3 by 4 whole square. Now if you see, this is a formula like dx upon a square plus x square, so it will be 1 upon a, and a is root 7 by 4, tan inverse x by a, which will give you 4x minus 3 by root 7. After taking the LCM, it will be cancelled out by 4 in the denominator part and numerator part. So you get 4x minus 3 root 7 as the simplified version. Now if you put the limit from 1 by 2 to 2, so actually this 2 to the 4 cancel out, we get 2 by root 7, and this will come out to be as tan inverse. It will be 8 minus 3, which would be 5, right? So it will be 5 by root 7. And if we put 1 by 2, you get it will be minus 1 by root 7, right? Yeah, it is will be minus 1 by root 7. Minus sign will be taken outside of the tan inverse. So this will be like this, right? And now we know the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. What is the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? It will be tan inverse x plus y, which will give you 6 by root 7 upon 1 minus xy, right? So therefore your answer will come out to be as 2 by root 7 tan inverse of 6 by root 7 minus 5, right? This will be your value of the integral. Now what we need to find this expression. So it will be 2 alpha is equals to pi by 2. Integration value comes out to be as 2 by root 7 tan inverse 6 by root 7 by 5. If we rationalize this, so it will be root 7 plus 5. In the denominator part, we have 7 minus 25, which is minus 18. So 6 3 is 18, minus sign can be taken outside this, right? So therefore we left with this expression, right? So 2 cancels out, so the value of alpha comes out to be as minus pi by 2 root 7 tan inverse 5 plus root 7 by 3. Now one can simply just evaluate this numerically. Actually there's a slight error, like if we have applied tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, it will be 1 minus product of x into y, means 5 by root 7 multiplied with 1 by root 7, which gives you 5 by 7. So after simplification of the LCM part, you will get as 2 by 7. So it will be 6 by root 7 multiplied with 7 by 2. So it will be 2 3 is 6, and root 7 cancel out at 7. So you get tan inverse 3 root 7, right? So there's a slight error over here. And now if we try to recorrect, so it will be 2 by root 7. And in this section, we need to erase this part, right? So if we erase this part, now what we left with, all the expression was correct, I think. Actually it was there 2 by root 7, so everything was correct, only the inside term of tan inverse is wrong. So we will need to recorrect. So the correct value was coming out to be as 3 root 7, right? So it will be 3 root 7. Now one needs to calculate the value of this. It's tan 2 alpha root 7, right? So if we try to take tan inverse on one side and the rest term on the other side, so tan inverse 3 root 7 will be equal to 2 alpha root 7 by pi. Taking tan on both the side will lead to the cancellation of the tan inverse part. So tan 2 alpha root 7 by pi is 3 root 7. So therefore this part value is 3 root 7. 3 root 7. So if we multiply 3 root 7 with root 7, so your correct answer will be 3 multiplied with 7, that is 21.00. That's your correct answer. If you get the part of my solution, then you can please like, share, subscribe, and if you're not, then please comment in the comment box.